Hatchling Herder is one of those game mods that you either love or you hate, and it's a game mod that is extremely swingy. One moment you're in first, the next you're in last, and that is because every one of these little hatchlings that you are able to keep safe, you get gem count for, but they can be snatched away from you in an instant, and there's some tips and tricks to win this game mod, like, for example, that area of effect damage, like a dynamite, can just steal all of somebody's chickens that are all piled up. So let's jump into some games, and I'll give a few tips as we go. All right, the first game here, I have the Archer, Shelly, and Bow. I'm gonna pick the Shelly here. A part of what I'm finding is that I think I'm enjoying the 4-star Shelly more than the 3-star Archer, and like that kind of makes sense. By the way, I left boots behind, but don't worry, I'm gonna go back for them in a second here. And am I gonna go up? No, I'm actually gonna swing down this way, get the pancake. I don't even really need the pancakes anymore, but I think when I recorded this, I did. So now my squad is really weird, by the way. I've got 2 Shellys. I would have loved to have taken a Greg just for the economy here, and I do think that Greg is really good in most situations for building up your squad. But a part of what I love about these Lava World maps is that, hey, on the outside of your starting zone, you get these 3-packs that have a ton of value. Now, at the start of the match, I'm not thinking about the hatchlings literally at all. I'm just squatting up and mostly staying out of trouble, building up my squad here. Going to the middle, however, in this map is super high value, but I didn't feel like I actually had anything in my squad here with a chicken and a Shelly that made me particularly strong in the middle. Although, I'm able to grab that Inferno Dragon. Dude, this guy is literally just helping me take these things down. I'm following along that pasture there, and I should go to the right and take this 3-pack. I go for another Shelly. Debatable, but the AoE damage in this particular game mod is so crucial, and you'll see why toward the end of this, I'm sure. So I'm taking down all of these monsters, and there are so many of them. I was gonna say like all this PvE stuff, but like we'll call them monsters. That's what they are. And a bow would not be good here, by the way. Bow is single target DPS. You can see here, boom, we grab some of his hatchlings. But don't worry, this game is gonna heat up. Very tame so far. I'm low on the board, but it's literally irrelevant. I grab an Archer because, you know, AoE damage is how I'm gonna get a W here. At least that's the thinking. Don't worry about the hatchlings yet. You can't keep them safe anyways. And the chicken is very good here, just in general to have speed, but especially with your hatchlings. If you want to try to run away and keep them safe, you're gonna need that turbo. Now, one little tip here is you can see when a hatchling loses its health, it will then start running around the map again and be detached from you. So if a monster drops the health of your hatchling, it'll just go to being neutral again. If you drop the health of an enemy's hatchling, it joins your parade of hatchlings here. And I get a little beat up there, and I decide to leave the middle. And maybe I'm gonna go back in. Oh, that one Shelly shot literally took that dude's hatchlings, like all of them. So I'm in first, right? Like I said, I don't have to worry about the leaderboard. In fact, I'm more worried about the fact that I do have hatchlings. By the way, I need to get in the tank. What am I doing? Okay, thank goodness. I got in the tank. I also think I need to get some bees. Bees would be really good. Am I gonna get the bees at all in this match? Do I have a bee in my squad with no bees? I actually can't tell right now. The bee is really great here. Basically any AoE damage that you hope to land on some hatchlings is the way to go. So I take the Ice Wizard here, which hopefully with that like penetrating damage would get a bunch of hatchlings. I don't know that it does. Oh my gosh, I'm all over that guy's hatchlings, and he's afraid of me, so he's sort of running, sort of fighting. Oh, this guy, this guy, Daddy, is going to take my hatchlings, I think. Nope, I took his. Wow. So I'm doing pretty good here, and I run out of the middle because there's only 20 seconds left, and I literally circle up to try to hide my hatchlings. But, you know, he just rolls into the middle of them and starts doing a bunch of damage. I think if he didn't chicken out there and run away, he could have really wrecked me. He comes back. Yeah, he wants more. And he comes back yet again. He's like, I think I want these hatchlings. But now I'm double teamed, and in the last seconds, it's over. Or is it? Wait. Let's get a slow-mo on that and see how it is that I got those hatchlings. It was either the Dynamite or the Shelly. Yeah, that is crazy. So we go into game 2 here, and off the back of that win, feeling pretty good, actually. But you can see This game mod is so swingy. I would say that I'm on the end of the spectrum of not particularly liking this game mod. I think it's very creative, but it's one of the game mods that isn't like you're playing Squad Busters. Like, technically it's Squad Busters and it's a modifier, but like it's a completely different game that you're playing. And dude, this has got to be a bot. Max Steel. This is, I mean, if this is not a bot, GG. I'm taking him out with a Mavis and an El Primo. And honestly, it's not as good as just like going for the value there in that patch, going to the middle. I'm in the middle, I get the B. So, like I said, B is one of the better units here because that AoE damage is going to help get you a bunch of the chickens of an enemy squad. And there's so much value in the middle at the start. I really like that. There's room for a lot of people to be here and find something productive, but when you're the only one there, whoo-hoo, I am just getting a ton of value. And I think the Inferno Dragon generally takes too long, but because that 3-pack was marching toward me anyways, my bees were going to take it down, I just go for some fat AoE value, and we move on to the chest, squatting up, going for a fusion here, some standard like squad economy, roll on down. Queen is a huge pickup here, although, yeah, I've got some ranged units. That's definitely nice. Instead of squatting up again, I'm still going through the middle. And look at all these blue boxes still. I low-key cannot believe how many blue boxes there are right now. Wow, that's crazy. Trader would be a really bad take in this map. I mean, theoretically, it can differentiate you, but at the end of the day, this is all about the chickens. Am I going to take the Trader? I guess if you needed healing, a Trader would not be bad, but I decided to reroll after thinking about it for a second. That guy drops a really effective bomb on me, and I am hatchling once. But there's 2 minutes left. It doesn't matter. As you saw in the last match, like, you can get a bunch of hatchlings in the final second of the match and get a win. So I dropped some stuff into the middle here. Looks like it was a cannon. And I don't know why I'm pushing that guy right now. I'm not ready. I need to squat up. I probably, yeah, got a hog there. There's a huge pickup. And there's the BK. Oh, man. So I'm already in 4th, dancing back to 3rd. I'm ready to pop a squad, potentially. If they... Oh, I give that guy some of my hatchlings. Little sus, rage up, get the queen, get the expo, drop it in, and we cook. And we cook. I could have pushed that guy a little bit more aggressively, but I'm trying to keep somewhat healthy. And I think, honestly, a trader would have been okay in this particular draft just for the healing. I'm getting chased here, and I'm down to 6th, so that's not great. Floating the outside here. There's the guy I was battling earlier, and I can probably bust him for a key. With a minute left, I think that's still fine. At some point very soon, though, I'm going to need these hatchlings. So this guy's swinging back and forth, and he corners himself, so he's cooked. So that gives me a shocking amount of coins here to squat up. Let's see what I do with that. Gonna probably grab this carrot patch with the Mavis, and even without hatchlings, I'm looking pretty solid on the leaderboard here. So we get a queen, which is a huge pickup. My squad cost has gone down even further, and I hop on those hatchlings. Oh my goodness. Squad up again. BK, super rage. Let's go. I'm sort of just hovering here. I should not have left that box, and I keep low-key kind of leaving my chickens exposed, but oh yeah, now they're just super exposed. I figure I'm low health. I even lose a unit there, so I'm trying to get out of danger. But I think I missed a couple opportunities here to squat up and maybe have gotten a battle healer, which would have really changed the course of this fight. So I think with a slightly different gameplay here, probably could have got first. GG, but I think this illustrates a couple things. The power of the bees, and also the fact that you only really need to be fighting in like the final minute, and the fact that I was still in the middle left my hatchlings kind of exposed. Game 3, I open up with a Mavis, which is an opener I like. I plucked 2 of the carrots, then went to the box, so I'm optimizing for the box respawn time. Grab the hog, and now I should go for, well, I guess I should call it chests versus there's the box. Blue box is down. And I got that respawn that I wanted. I debate what to take, and I grab the El Primo. Unless you want the trader for the healing, it's probably not the pick here. The other thing I will say, though, is I guess a trader could, like, maybe keep you in the top 5. Like, it might be a strategy for not losing, but not winning either. Because, you know, look, if you had an archer instead of a trader, your chances of winning at the end go way high. Or are way higher, I should say. All right, so I do not have the DPS to do what I'm doing here at all. Jesse helps a lot. I should swing to the outside and grab these carrots, and I should get to plucking. That's the way to value for me right now. I have the fused Mavis. And I decide to go back to the middle. I think that's a fine choice. Shelly's a good take here. And I have the opportunity to really establish in that corner. BK is a huge take here. Cannon goes down. I'm chasing after this guy's hatchlings. Feels unnecessary. Like, I have the super rage, but it really isn't doing anything for me. And with one Shelly shot, that guy took it all away. So, like, what was the point, bro? Grab the B, because that's a high prio on this map. And, ooh, that squad looked pretty fightable. And I have the hog. I think I could have busted them, potentially. There's the B I need. I should rotate to the outside here and grab these carrots. And that'll heal me up. Huge. Actually crucial. Swing back into the middle. I see there's a bunch of loot up north, and that other guy just took it, which is kind of annoying. So, yep. Time to chase him. You took my loot. It is over. I let you live before, and now, GG's. Go for probably a hog again. I don't hate it. Did I take the hog? I might. Oh yeah, there it is. Rewarded. Super rewarded with the fusion. The hog is really great here. Speed, very important in this particular game mod. Okay, now I take another B. And what do we do here? Grab the lava hound. From here, I got a lot of coins, but my squad cost is very high. Fuse on the Jesse lowers the squad cost, which is a huge W. Grab the bees. And this is the sort of setup that is looking really good going into the end of this. I've got a fused hog. I've got a fused bee. I've got a fused Jesse. Also, there's a fused Mavis. Okay, here we go. I pick up more bees, and those bees did the work. Like, I got a ton of hatchlings there, just passively cruising around the map. Now I grab the actual bee for my bee, and a whiz would be good. Yeah, 2 spell slots. And I should just leave the middle. I'm in first. I don't need to be in the middle. And honestly, like, if nobody goes for me, being in second here and being safe isn't the worst idea. I grab the max, drop the freeze spell. I should cook that guy. Cook him! But staying in the middle is very dangerous. Like, literally anyone could roll up here and just end me. I take, I believe, a queen there instead of the BK, because I want to kind of establish an area where I am safe. And I circle up the hatchlings, grab a BK. I am looking pretty good, but I should get out of the middle. Grab a BK again. I honestly could just fight about anybody at this. Oh, yeah. Let's go out of the middle and fight that guy away. I know that way is safe because I'm clearing the way with my bees and my BK. Busted! Oh, my gosh. Circle up the chickens. Hatchlings are all safe. Only a couple seconds left. I'm in the bush so that I have the speed boost from the hog. And we just chill in first place. So a couple tips for this, right? AoE damage is critical. Shelly especially, Archer, Dynamite, you get the idea. Things that give you gems are less important, like a Bandit. Probably not as good here, but things like Bandit and Trader could theoretically hold you in the top 5 as long as you get a few chickens. Otherwise, they do not the right kind of damage. Single target damage is not going to cut it. And speed is very critical for chasing people down. Leon is unironically like one of the best units on this particular set. Once you get your chickens, go invisible and lock in your win. And move to the outside once you actually have a meaningful amount of chickens and try to stay out of trouble. Having something that can deter your enemies, like a BK, is huge at the end. Setting up an area, like I tried to do with the queen, but not very well. You might be able to deter people from approaching you, but I think the reality is, like you saw in the first game, it may just come down to luck in your last shot. Of course, if you're looking to get more wins because of skill rather than luck, check the card in the end screen. It's an updated tier list, including all the units in the lava world, the Archer, the Miner, and Leon. And yeah, they're pretty powerful, but also this update had some balance changes where things like the Mortis are actually looking much stronger than they were before.